Getty. European Commission Secretary-General Martin Selmayrs' appointment has been criticised. Martin Selmayr has been appointed Secretary-General of the European Commission, but his new role amounts to a coup d'etat with the full complicity of Mr Juncker, a French commentator has claimed, and MEP Sven Giegold has echoed his comments and called for an EU investigation. Writing for Liberation, Quatremer suggested the EU's governing body had internal rules in order to slot Mr Selmayr into the post, prompting concerns over nepotism and also the large number of Germans who currently hold influential positions within the bloc. Mr Quatremer wrote Wednesday's coup d'etat, which allowed the unknown Martin Selmayr to seize power in the European Commission, continues to provoke waves as the dust falls. It appears that the internal rules have been abused by Selmayr, with the complicity of a group of conspirators and Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker. As the dust falls, it appears that the internal rules have been abused by Selmayr, with the complicity of a group of conspirators and Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker. French journalist Jean Quatremer. The European Commission could not directly appoint Mr Selmayr, who is officially still Mr Juncker's chief of staff until his predecessor Alexander Italiana retires on Thursday, because he did not have the required rank. The position of Secretary-General is equivalent to the Commission's Director-General rank, and civil servant Mr Selmayr was only at director level, Mr Quatremer claimed. Mr Quatremer said before being appointed Secretary-General equivalent of a DG, Selmayr had to go through the stage as Assistant Secretary-General, although he applied for the post in late January. The procedure, which usually takes more than a fortnight, was swift. On Wednesday, Selmayr was appointed Deputy Secretary-General. Getty. Mr Selmayr is currently Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker's Chief of Staff. Then the acting Secretary-General resigned and was replaced by Selmayr. 2 promotions in less than a minute, a world record. Not bad for a commission supposed to be the guardian of the rules. British MEP Syed Kamil, who is also president of the ECR group, said, "How does the Commission expect people to believe the EU is capable of change and listening to the voters when the process for appointing to top positions is so opaque? The Commission should be looking at ways to make Brussels more transparent and democratic." Yet this appointment resembles nothing more than jobs for the boys. Dutch Liberal MEP Marietje Schaake said Mr Selmayr was political, controversial and not a bridge builder, tweeting, "Maybe he should have run for political accountable office instead." Germany ruling the EU. Now 3 of EU's most powerful institutions are run by Germans. Quatremer. MEP Sven Giegold believes the EU needs to launch an investigation. Mr Giegold, a German MEP, has called for an EU investigation. The Green Party member said the appointment of Martin Selmayr to the EU Commission's most important post must be examined by Parliament. Today, we Greens ask in the Budget Control Committee for an investigation into this cloak and dagger operation. The procedures for appointing top officials should be put under scrutiny. The allocation of top positions in public institutions without an open tender is a bad habit. Avoiding open tenders favors those best known over the best capable. It is time for open tenders to become the standard everywhere, especially for the most important positions. It is also unacceptable to put important staffing decisions on the agenda of the College of Commissioners without proper advance. Alamo. Mr Selmayr is replacing Alexander Italiana, who is retiring. The post of Secretary-General became available after it was announced Mr Italiana was retiring after working for the Commission since 1985. And in his current job since 2015, Mr Juncker said of Mr Italiana, "I want to express my deep gratitude to him for decades of loyal service to the European Commission and over the past 3 years. To me as its president, I truly appreciated working with such an experienced and knowledgeable Secretary-General, and I want to thank him for his skillful steer of our administration, as well as for having agreed to stay on for another month to ensure a smooth transition," a European Commission spokesperson told Express.co.uk. Martin Selmayr was appointed Secretary-General of the Commission following all the legal and administrative procedures in place.